Hello everyone, Monks here back again with Mob Psycho 100. We're on episode 11. So we're going to be doing episode 11 and the finale of season 1 today. And then we'll be moving on straight to season 2. So it'll only be season 1 that is exclusive. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, back when it started. And then season 2 will be reacted to week and just be made public. So yeah, look forward to that. So yeah, in the last episode, we had, well, the fucking big thing is the reveal that apparently Reagan is Claw's boss. Or at least that's what it made it out to be. You know, just from him showing up. I mean, I don't understand why, any other reason why he would be showing up at that moment. I mean, even the idea of it just being a coincidence, a bit far-fetched. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get some answers to that. I'm sure we will. And yeah, so Mob, Tereki, and Dimple are all captured. There was something that happened to, I guess Mob just sort of fell unconscious, with, you know, being shown images of Ritsu sort of dying, or dead. And then his sort of like 100% power, I don't know what you would call it, when he goes 100%, it sort of reacted in a different way because of the illusion magic. It didn't exactly explode, it sort of like tunneled into the illusion guy, so like made his like sort of illusion magic, I guess, sort of get put back into him, and it's just, yeah, it's all just backfired essentially. So yeah, we've also got a Cho guy, the kid who is an awakened. Well, he was awakened at HQ apparently. So it was somebody that the grunts were actually talking about that I didn't pick up on when I was reacting to it last episode. But yeah, so he's an example of somebody, of like an awakened that actually came out good, as opposed to like all the ones that are shit, obviously. But yeah, that is also, we're just going to get in episode 11, so we'll get to without further ado. Let's go. Okay, episode 11. Fucking hell, Reagan. It's like, how do you explain it? It's like a battle with himself. Like, the things that he says are so like respectable. And yet the things that he does are like, are not, because he cons his way. Like, he uses people. So I don't think he's dead there at all. I think that he has such a, I think the reason why he has such a strong, he has such strong ideals about, you know, not using psychic powers against other people, like as a physical act of violence, is because he has them, and he's done that in the past. So he just refuses to use them outright. So I still think he has them, and he never said he can't use them to protect himself. So, I mean, there's that thing that happened in the fucking, in that shop, like a few episodes ago, with the vase and whatnot. Like, how do you explain that? You know? But yeah, it's such a weird, like, that's the only thing I can gather is like is to, I think that's the only thing that makes sense, that he does have power. He's just like refusing to use it pretty much outright because he's harmed people in the past. I don't know. But yeah, he wasn't Claw's boss. So I was right at the beginning then. Like, he's just able to talk his way through any fucking situation. And that's what it is. And of course those grunts were pretty fucking stupid anyway. But yeah, I love how he gets through it by like it's not through smarts or anything, but it's by like, well, it becomes like clever at a point. Like I think once he understands the situation by, you know, people telling him stuff, he goes along with it and then he doesn't deny it. Obviously, like the amount of times I said, "What, your close boss?" After a bit, he didn't acknowledge it. Like, he didn't deny it. I think like at the beginning, I think he just says the right things, right? He doesn't actually, yeah, I think it's all smarts. I think the idea that like he's able to not straight up say something, instead like keep it very vague, so that basically the opposing people give him answers, and then he uses that against them, you know, to play with. But there are times where like it just it just happens so luckily for him, you know what I mean? It's funny watching him, like, you know, like literally avoid death by, you know, by people just helping him out all the time, you know. But it is a it's so weird, because why would he need people to save him if he can save himself? That's what I'm thinking about. Because if I'm saying that he's got power anyway, then he would save himself at any point, right? I don't know. We're just gonna have to see what fucking happens next episode. I like his ideals. I think they're very respectable. You know, I like the dilemma that he's put there, but at the same time, how do you run? How do you get away from that situation? I don't know. I don't see it, but Mob also went into that state where we've only ever seen it in the very first episode, like in the first scene, where he doesn't black out and it becomes white eyes. He becomes like it's like a different art style. It's more colourful. Like Mob becomes colourful, and that's only ever happened in the first scene of the season, right? And that was before he hit 100. You see, I don't know if it's just, I don't know if it's like a physical visual representation of his emotions coming out before it reaches 100, and that's what it's supposed to show, or it's a different state altogether. See, the thing, obviously, is like, I feel like I've got a grasp on like the question mark percentage, and I feel like that's what happens when he goes unconscious, but he's still able to, you know, his power like subconsciously sort of happens. But that one is different. I don't know if it's just a visual art style, just to, you know, just to change it up a bit, or it's a different state altogether. But yeah. So I'm guessing Sho is much stronger than the rest of that group, because he wasn't bothered at all. He never felt like he was in danger. But that's tough to sort of gauge, because obviously we haven't seen Sho fight yet at all. He hasn't done anything yet, so I don't know. But he does give off that aura though. Yeah. Another thing about Reigen is when he first met Mob, and he says that like Reigen said that he had issues when he was a kid as well. So, I mean, if he's talking about being a human, if he is actually a human, I don't know what he could equate to Mob's issues. You know what I mean? He could have just been playing him at that point, like from the very beginning. Say, yeah, I'm a psychic, but for some reason that line felt very sincere, that he had issues as a kid. So that's why I'm thinking that he does have psychic powers, and he used them in a, like, you know, in some physical way back when he was a kid, and that's what he's referring to. So that's why I think he still has. That's why he has powers. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to get into the finale and see what we get. So without fucking further ado, we're just gonna end off this episode. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. In the description below, links to certain things. Discord, get yourself over there, join the community. I'm over there, you can come talk to me as well. So monkeysuit.com, my website, everything, all of my content's over there. Get yourself signed up and on the forums to post on the reaction recommendations page, and then post what show you want me to react to, because the top 10 liked will be put into a poll, and then the winner of that poll will be reacted to next. And also Patreon, so I do have a Patreon. If you don't support me, that would be very much appreciated. There's a bunch of different tiers and rewards depending on how much you want to support me with. So there's early access, $5, $10 is the full length, $15 is the exclusive tier, which this was done through, which means that it's exclusive while I'm putting out the episodes. Once I've finished the, in this case, the season, it goes out to the public. Yeah, so it's only exclusive while it's airing. $50 is the elite tier. That gives you a choice of a show that you want me to react to, and I will react to it. Go to the back behind the list of about 7 shows. Might take a while to get round to it. But if you want to jump the queue, go at the very front so that your show gets reacted to next, and you want to get God tier, which is $100. And that means, yeah, your show gets reacted to next. But that is all. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.